Hi, I'm Tyra. I'm 20 years old. I was born and raised in Guatemala City. Right now, I am a student at Mariana's University, and I'm currently working in a call center taking calls. Um, Physically, I am chubby. I have black hair. I have brown skin. I'm really small, and I think that I have beautiful eyes. Now regarding to my personality, I think that I'm kind of explosive, but not as always. It's more than when something or someone is really bothering me. But usually, I'm a really easygoing person. At the beginning, I can be shy, but once I have confidence with someone, I can be really friendly and I can be a really good friend. Um, Now, regarding to the activities that I really like to do, I'm not a pretty girl and I don't consider myself as a pretty girl. I really like to stay at home, um, watching videos, reading books, drawing, sleeping. And yeah, also I really like to spend time with my friends, with my family. At night, I usually go with my grandmother and with my dog to walk around all the park. Before I have the opportunity. And yeah, this is how I like spend the time. Now, if I talk about food, I don't have a favorite food, being honest. I'm a really food lover. But if I have to choose, I will divide this in three parts. First, if I talk about international food, I really like lasagna. I really like Italian food. I think that the flavor of this type of food, specifically from Italy, it's really delicious. Um, and now, if I talk about national food, like Guatemalan food, I really like patin. It's a dish from Atitlan. That is where my grandmother came from. One of my grandmother came from. So it's really delicious. It's based from meat, fermented meat, and like yes, tomatoes. And it's really good. And now, if I talk about other type of food, such as a dessert, I really like chocolate cake, and I really like desserts. Now, if I talk about my favorite color is black. I know that it's not a like happy color, but I really like it. I feel comfortable when I wear or when I use something that is black. I think that I can combine with different outfits or with different things, so I think that it's a good color. It's a neutral color, so I can usually use this color with other type of colors such as blue or a neon color, so I really like it. Now, again, regarding to my activities, as I told before, I'm not a pretty girl and I really like to stay at home, but one of my biggest dreams is to have a full tour uh, around all Asia. I really like Asia, Nepal, Korea, Japan, China, Philippines, Thailand. So since I was a child, I have this curious about this continent, and I really want to go in one day. Um, and I have this plan with my friends, so I hope that this can be true. Um, and then if I talk about sports, I don't do sports, being honest, but I really like some sports. I really like ice skating, and I really like karate. Um, but being honest, I'm just and walk all night. I know that I need to do something with my health, but it's not the moment. Now, if again I talk about my hobbies, I really like to see movies. One of my favorite genres are romantic movies, and also not horror movies, but that talks about mystery. And I really, really, really love animated movies. I really like Ghibli studios. I really like Disney and other type of studios. One of my favorite movies is Mulan, and my other favorite movie is Spirited Away. If I talk about also other hobby that I have, I really like to read books. I started when I was 8 years old in this hobby, and my first book was Carasamba. That was a book in Spanish, and then I started to read other type of books. Now the book that I really really like, it's one that is called Heaven Official's Blessing. It's one of my favorite books, and yeah, this is the best hobby or my favorite hobby. Um, and now, if I talk about regard some talents, being honest, I don't consider myself as a talented person. I don't, I don't think that I have like something that I'm good, and but I really want to have in the future the opportunity to take classes to draw. Um, because when I was a child, I couldn't have the opportunity. So right now that I'm earning my own money and that I have the opportunity, I really like to do it. And yeah, now regarding my religion, I'm not religious, but I'm not atheist. I believe that someone is um, here protecting us, and but I don't believe in the religion itself. I tried with different religions, but I had bad experiences. So now I just believe in God. But I'm not go to the church. It doesn't matter if someone is inviting me, I can go, but it's not that for my own path I really like go usually. And I have a good life with that way. Now, my favorite social medias, if I talk my favorite social medias, I really like to have Facebook, Twitter, and I really use Instagram. I use other type of apps that probably someone is not going to know, but I really like Wattpad, and I really like Kakao Talk. I really like Line and Weibo. And these apps help me a lot to have good friends and to improve in my English. Now regarding to my studies, my kindergarten was in a place called Pasitos Cortos. My elementary and my middle schools were in the same school, that was Liceo Monteflor. Then my bachelor degree was on Liceo Técnico de Villanueva, and I graduated of Communication Science. Then if I talk about what I'm doing right now, I'm studying in the university, and I'm currently working in a call center from a company that is called Square. That is a company for POS system. I usually take calls and I help people with their business. At the beginning, I was really afraid about this type of place. Was not usual because it's the first time that I work in a place like that, but I really like there. And now if I talk about my family is formed by my mother, my grandfather, my grandmother, and I have a dog. And in the future, in a couple of days, I will have a cat. My mother is military, and also my grandfather was military too. And my grandmother is just take care about the house. And now regarding to my goals, I really want to graduate from the university, then if I have the opportunity, I really want to work in another country for a certain time, buy a house, have more pets, be polyglot, study another career, buy a car, and open my own business. It could be a hotel, it could be a restaurant or a coffee shop. And finally, why I studied this career. I think that it's a great career and I can learn more about my country and other countries. It's not just travel, it's also know the history and the heritage that we have. And I really enjoy it right now, the classes. So I see myself in 5 years working in this type of business, in this type of career. And yeah, this is all that you need to know about me. Thank you.